Hey everyone, Maddie here with Efficiency First California, back with episode 2 of our series on understanding your home's electrical system. In our last episode, we covered the basics of your electrical panel. Today, we will talk about something significant: how to tell if your electrical panel is overloaded. This is crucial because an overloaded panel can lead to serious problems, including power outages and electrical fires. So, let's get into it. First things first, what does it mean for an electrical panel to be overloaded? Simply put, it happens when the electricity demand exceeds what your panel can safely handle. Think of it like a highway. If too many cars try to drive on it at once, you get a traffic jam. In your home, an electrical overload is the equivalent of that traffic jam. But instead of cars, you've got too much current trying to flow through the circuits. Here's a visual. Imagine each of these blocks represents an appliance or device in your home. As you add more, the stack gets taller. If you keep stacking, eventually it topples over. That happens when your electrical panel is overloaded. Too many devices pulling power at once can trip breakers, or worse, overheat your wiring. So how do you know if your panel is overloaded? One of the most obvious signs is a tripped breaker. If you notice that a particular breaker keeps tripping, especially when you turn on certain appliances, that's a red flag. The breaker is doing its job to prevent overheating, but it's also telling you that the circuit is under too much strain. Here are some other signs to watch out for. 1. Flickering or dimming lights. If your lights flicker or dim when you turn on an appliance, it could be because your panel is struggling to keep up with the demand. 2. Burning smell. This is serious. If you ever smell something burning near your panel or outlets, turn off the power and call an electrician immediately. This could indicate overheating or even melting wires. 3. Warm or discolored outlets. If your outlets are warm to the touch or show signs of discoloration, that's another sign of potential overload. 4. Buzzing sounds. A buzzing or crackling sound from the panel is abnormal. It could indicate an issue with the wiring or an overloaded circuit. 5. Appliances running hot. If your appliances seem to be running hotter than usual, it could be because they're not getting enough power due to an overloaded circuit. Here's a quick test you can do at home. Plug a hairdryer and a toaster into the same outlet and turn them on. If the breaker trips, you know that circuit can't handle the combined load. This is a simplified example, but it gives you an idea of how easily an overload can happen. Another tool you can use is an amp meter like this one. It measures the current draw on each circuit. You can pick one up at most hardware stores. If you see a circuit drawing close to its maximum capacity, typically 15 or 20 amps for most household circuits, that's a sign you're pushing the limits. So, to recap, if you notice tripped breakers, flickering lights, unusual smells, warm outlets, or buzzing sounds, your panel might be overloaded. This isn't something to ignore. Overloading can cause serious damage to your electrical system and put your home at risk. The good news? Understanding these signs means you can take action before things get worse. In our next episode, we'll show you how to check your panel's capacity and determine if it's compatible with your current and future needs. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow us for more tips on keeping your home safe and energy efficient.
To learn more about how you too can contribute, visit us at efficiencyfirstca.org today. At Efficiency First California, your success is our business.